Hey you guys, this is Purple Cookie 80 here with your daily YNR review. It was not all that interesting, but it was a little bit interesting. At Crimson Lights, Leslie, remember she used to be, uh, I forget the other lawyer that used to work for Adam, and then he stopped, and Leslie took over. She was this big time lawyer. Well, she's back, and she's telling Genevieve that she hasn't heard from the SEC lately, but got other bad news this morning. Sharon wakes up at the ranch. She takes a call from Victor, who apologizes for leaving early and suggests that she take a day off to imagine the kind of life they could have together. Nick arrives. He asks about work. She tells him Victor told her to take the day off. Nick starts to leave. Sharon stops him and explains how she fell asleep on the couch, which he really don't care. So I don't know why she's telling him. But anyway, Nick says, "You're not sleeping with my dad. Got it?" She stands, "We're taking it slow." And Nick accuses Sharon of doing what's best for her, not her children. And Sharon concedes it will be difficult for the children, but she'll help them navigate through this complex situation. Nick asks if she's spoken to Noah and tells her she's living in the fairy tale land. So Jack and Nikki are flirting at his house, and Nikki wants to wait to tell people they're engaged. Jack agrees, thinking about Kyle, taking him into consideration. They joke about having forbidden encounters. Jack gets a call, and he gets all excited about it. And Nikki was like, "What you so happy about? I know that face. That's the face like you got something." And he tells her that he's outwitted Victor, Genevieve, and the SEC. And the first prize for getting it is Beauty of Nature, which I thought he was gonna say her, but he said Beauty of Nature, but that makes sense. And so she, got a little excited for him. So he explaining to her how the judge ruled his lawsuit can go ahead, they can proceed with the lawsuit. He realizes Nikki is worried about how Victor will react, and Nikki admits it and marvels that Jack's not intimidated. And Jack says that she'll soon be his wife and he'll have everything he wants. So Beauty of Nature and her. At the club, Avery tells Victor that Genevieve's being investigated by the Justice Department. Victor says that it could be a windfall for him. They talk about Jen possibly going to prison. Genevieve appears with Leslie. Victor smirks that that's her problem, not his. Genevieve realizes he wants her to go down. She warns him she'll beat the feds. They word for word. They go back word for word. Genevieve says the playing field is never level with him. He says he's just better at the playing game. And then as they're getting ready to leave, Leslie gets another phone call, but Genevieve tells that but Genevieve but tells Genevieve it can wait. She asks Genevieve, is there anyone who can help her refute the Fed's claim? Meanwhile, Avery comes back to Victor and tells him she's afraid there may be a big victory for Jack in a lawsuit against Genevieve. Victor realizes they'll have to help Genevieve to stop Jack from winning. After all that bumping gums he was talking, now he have to help her so that Jack won't get Beauty of Nature. So later, Nikki arrives and she tells Victor she has news, and he says he said he doesn't give a damn, adding, "You're gonna marry Jack Abbott, aren't you?" So Nikki's like, how did he find that out? And she was like, yes, but, and he just get up and leave, but because he didn't even let her finish, so she thought about it. She's like, oh my God, that's why he's with Sharon, because he must have seen her and Jack back at the when he was working out doing his therapy. So Kane surprises Lily with a breakfast for two at the house. They make out, and then they get a knock at the door. It's Christine, who tells Kane the Department of Justice is investigating his mama, and she wants to know how Colin made his living, how he made the money, and what Genevieve knew about it. So she warns Kane he must be cooperative, so him and Lily step outside, where he tells her he's going to go along with this to see how far they'll take it. He doesn't really have any information anyway. So Lily leaves him alone with Christine. He tells her he feels she's investigating him as well. and they go back and forth exchanging words. Christine warns him that they'll do whatever they have to do to get his cooperation. They could even take him down too. So Kane takes a call from Genevieve, and he tells her to meet him in the park and references his sister Samantha. And after Christina hands Kane a subpoena and warns that if he doesn't cooperate, they'll deport him. They so wrong for that because he's so trying to do better. Genevieve just been come back and mess his little life all up. So anyway, at the coffee house, Lily looks up the consequences for obstructing justice and worries about Kane. Jack comes up and he's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing, Jack?" And he's like, "How you doing, Lily? How's everything going?" So they talk, and she was like, "Yeah, just a little lot going on." And he goes, "I bet it's about Genevieve, huh?" And she's like, "Oh, you heard?" And he was like, "Yeah, I just heard. I got a phone call from a lawyer." And she goes, "I'm just so worried about what this could do to Kane." And Jack looked like, what Kane have to do with this? So they discuss Genevieve and everything, and Jack says she brought this on herself, and Lily says she just doesn't want Kane to go down with her. So Jack learns that Genevieve is being investigated by the Justice Department. Lily finally got on and tell him what's going on. So Genevieve tells Leslie back at Crimson Lights that Kane was trying to tell her something by referencing Samantha in their phone call. So Leslie wonders if the feds got to him. So later, Avery finds Jen and says Victor sent her, and things have changed. So at Newman, Nick leaves Noah a message saying he should call his mother. So Sharon is going back home. She's going back to the ranch, but not where Victor is, but where her and Nick used to live and all that together. And she gets nervous because somebody was already at the house when she got there, and it's Noah. So Noah has come back today, just as I said. So she's started to find him in the house. So that's what happened today. On tomorrow, Noah asks Sharon if she's back with Adam, and she says she's been seeing Victor. So we'll see how he feel about that. So Chloe insults Chelsea at the bar, saying that you don't want her to, saying that I don't want you to join me. That's what Chloe tells Chelsea. Chelsea replied that she's there to work, not to eat. So she must have got a job at Jimmy's bar. So Devon tells Harmony that with regard to loving her back, he can't go there right now. So I guess it's just gonna take a little time, or whatever. So that's pretty much what's going on. And I thank you guys for watching. I kind of just give a little review now because YouTube seems to make me go over, and they never like to take, even if it's a minute over, they won't let me download it. So I don't know if I have to become partner or whatever to get longer videos or HD, or like I said, I've only been doing this for maybe a month and a half or so, so I really don't know how to do all this stuff. So I just say it and upload it real quick because I don't have time to just keep redoing it. I don't know how to edit, chop up, take stuff off. So if you hear my kids in the background or a telephone ring or I'm yawning or whatever, I'm sorry. I try to be, yes, I guess you could say professional, but YouTube is not all professional. It's kind of like YouTubing yourself. So it is what it is. I'm trying. I may change it up a little bit because this daily thing is kind of getting a little overwhelming because sometimes I have things to do and I can't get it up to you guys as fast as I like, or sometimes I'll miss an episode and I have to watch it later and come up late with it, or like I said, YouTube cut me off like several times in the past, and it's a little frustrating to go through like a whole few minutes and have to watch your time but try to give you guys everything that really happened, and I don't want to. Someone suggested that I actually upload the soap opera. Well, I think there's some kind of copyright thing, and I don't even want to be involved in that. So I just do it like this, and I make sure I give you guys the spoilers or who's coming in, who's going, or updates, who's going to be there, who's going to be there. So I try my best to, make it worth your while when you watch. So please comment, like, share, subscribe, and let me know, tell me how I'm doing. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with your daily YNR review. Bye-bye.